If you're serious about growing your Faceless YouTube channel, these are 7 mistakes you absolutely cannot afford to make. Trust me, if you ignore them, you are going to regret it big time later on. How do I know this, you ask? I ran 2 Faceless YouTube channels for over 100 days, and these are the very mistakes that killed our growth. The experiment also made us realize that most beginner Faceless channels also fall into this trap and make the exact same mistakes. So, in this video, we are breaking down what these mistakes were and how you can avoid them so that you can start growing your own Faceless channel from the very start. Watch out for mistake number 3 because that was a shocker even for us. And let's get started. One of the biggest traps that new Faceless channels fall into is chasing virality. I know that it's tempting. You see videos racking up millions of views and naturally you want the same for your channel. More views should mean more growth, right? But in reality, that does not always happen. Chasing virality will definitely give you spikes of growth here and there, but that alone does not guarantee the success of your channel. Why? Because people who come to your channel because of a viral topic or a viral video are there for that and not for you, which means it is not building you an audience. It is only giving you a momentary spike in views. And that overall just drops the engagement on your channel. Look at our 2 channels. We focused solely on making viral videos, and while we did receive a good response on some of our videos, like this one, the creepy facts you probably didn't know, but when you look at other videos on this channel, you will see that they did not perform well at all. Not to mention that the content is all over the place, there is no clear focus or value for viewers to keep coming back to. So why would they subscribe or watch my other videos? When you are obsessed with going viral, you lose sight of your audience. You start making content that is trendy rather than content that is relevant. You sacrifice depth for shock value. And in the end, you might get that viral moment once or twice, but it's like a flash. Your channel will struggle to gain views and subscribers in the long term. On the flip side, look at 10x Income's channel, right? He gained 334,000 subscribers with just 51 videos by solving real problems his audience faces. Instead of chasing trends, he doubled down on offering value through every video. Over time, he built a loyal community that trusts his content. As a result, he not only gets good views, but also has a strong engagement and repeat viewer rate, which ultimately leads to better earnings and more growth. By the way, we've broken down the exact strategies that 10x Income used to gain 12 million views with just 47 videos, and you can find that video somewhere right here on top. This brings us to the second biggest mistake that we made with our channel, which was not choosing the right topics. And most Faceless channels also struggle with this. YouTube is a crowded marketplace. You have got to make videos that people want to watch, not just what you think is cool. If you don't, you are not going to see any growth. As simple as that. If you look at these 2 channels that we started, barring a few shorts that did really well, the others were on topics that no one was really interested in. At that time, this was not obvious to us, clearly. But when we went back and looked at the channel, it became glaringly obvious. So what could have we done instead? We could have simply focused on topics that were already popular in these niches instead of trying to reinvent the wheel. And this is super easy to do. Just check out the competitors in your niche and see videos that have done well for them. There's a reason that they have done well because people resonated with those topics. For example, let's look at the most popular videos on Brain Blood's channel. It's a fact-based channel that creates videos with just AI voiceovers and B-roll, nothing fancy, and still it does exceptionally well. We can see that this video, Random Facts That Can Save Your Life, has done really well because it's an evergreen topic, and if we had used this topic for our own channel, it probably would have done a lot better. Now, if you want to explore how to find video ideas that are almost guaranteed to go viral, make sure you check out this video somewhere on top. We have broken down the entire process step by step with real life examples, so it's definitely worth a watch. Coming to mistake number 3. This was the biggest mistake that we probably made with our channel, and that was focusing solely on creating shorts. Our logic was simple. Shorts are popular, they're quick to make, and YouTube pushes them heavily. So why not just make shorts? It seemed like a shortcut to success. But as you can see on both our channels, this strategy didn't really work out the way we had hoped. The reality is that while shorts can get you quick views and even a few hundred subscribers, they don't do much for the long-term audience retention or trust building on YouTube. People might swipe through a few of your shorts, but they are unlikely to remember your channel or feel connected with you in any way whatsoever. Now, this does not mean that you should avoid making shorts altogether. Shorts are a fantastic idea for reaching a wider audience and boosting visibility, but do not fall into the trap of relying only on shorts like we did. The secret lies in balance. A healthy mix of short and long-form content is essential for overall growth of your channel. Long-form videos have a longer shelf life, meaning that they continue to generate views and subscribers over time. They also improve your channel's search ranking, making it easier for new viewers to find you. Plus, when viewers watch your long-term content, they remember you, they trust you, and they build a better connection with you. This is very, very hard to achieve with 60-second shorts. Look at successful faceless channels like V101 Space, Geography Bible, AI Guy. All of them have a solid balance between long and short form content. They use shorts to pull in new viewers, but their long-term videos are what really build loyalty and keep their channel growing. So learn from our experience. Do not just chase quick views with shorts. Focus on creating both long and short form videos to build a better relationship with your audience. Coming to the next one. The next major mistake we made was underestimating the power of a well-crafted script. In our rush to create content quickly, we often sacrificed script quality. Take this video for example.
These are most beautiful waterfalls ever. Victoria Falls resides in both Zambia.
As you just saw, the hook was weak, the flow was awkward, and the messaging was all over the place. As a result, viewers never really gained interest and our watch time continued to drop. It's no surprise that this video didn't perform well. This is a direct result of not spending enough time on scripting. And yes, that is important even for shorts. Always remember that a well-written script is the backbone of a successful video. But how do you write a good script? While we have covered everything in detail in this video right here are 5 key tips to help you write better scripts. Start with a strong hook. The first 5 seconds of your video determine whether viewers will stick around or leave. So you want to create hooks that grab people's attention, but also signal to them that the video is not clickbait. 2, plan the structure. Map out your video in advance and break it into clear sections and make sure that there is a logical flow that guides viewers smoothly. 3, keep the language simple and engaging. Your script should be easy to follow. Use language that is conversational and concise. 4, focus on storytelling. Even if you're delivering information, try to tell it like a story. This keeps the viewers engaged and makes your content more memorable. And 5, end with a clear takeaway. Wrap up your video or your short with a summary or actionable advice so that your viewers leave with something valuable. So a pro tip is to not rush your script. Spend time refining it and then make sure that each word counts. Coming to the next one. The 5th major mistake we made was ignoring the importance of packaging, especially for shorts. Shorts do show up on viewers' home pages, and when they are scrolling, they're paying attention to the title and thumbnail before deciding whether they want to click. If your title and your thumbnail do not grab attention, they will swipe away. They will not click on your short. So just like you focus on packaging for long form videos, do the same for shorts. But with shorts, you cannot upload a thumbnail separately. So there are 2 workarounds for this. Either you can design your first frame to be very compelling so that you can select that as your thumbnail, or you can actually design a thumbnail image separately and then put it at the end of your video and reduce its duration down to 1 to 2 frames. You will need an external editor to do this. That way you can just go ahead and select that frame as your thumbnail, but when the video is playing, the audience is not going to notice it because the duration is so short. With YouTube Shorts, the only thing you need to focus on when it comes to your thumbnail and your title is generating a sense of FOMO, or the fear of missing out. The more your title and thumbnail can induce this feeling in your viewer, the better your short is likely to perform. For instance, instead of saying space facts you didn't know, which is a decent title, you can say something like 5 shocking secrets about outer space revealed. And that has so much more of a FOMO generating effect. We also have a complete video where we teach you how to create viral thumbnails. So make sure you go check it out next. Our next major mistake was not paying attention to our visuals. Now, most people like us think that as long as your content is valuable, visuals don't matter as much, but that seriously hurt our growth. Especially with shorts, what you show on screen is just as important as the actual content. People are drawn in by what they see, and if your visuals are not compelling enough, they are going to scroll away. For instance, look at this short.
This bull is almost killed by its own horn, which is growing right into its own skull.
Look at how engaging the visuals are, and they go completely with what the voiceover is narrating. Compare these with some of the shots that we put out.
If you had to pay $10,000 to visit these places,
The plain visuals and the generic stock footage resulted in the audience dropping off way too quickly before the video even reached its key points. Visuals are very powerful. They are extremely powerful in telling a story. They can emphasize key points. They can guide your viewers' attention and keep the energy high throughout the video. Think of your visuals as the glue that holds your content together. But how can you ensure that you have good visuals? One is to ensure that your visuals match what you're saying in the video. And if you use a tool like InVideo AI, it automatically does that for you. It matches the footage with your script. We would highly recommend that you also go ahead and replace any footage that you find slightly generic with a more relevant clip from within the InVideo stock library. It just takes a simple click to do this, and it will make your video look so much more put together. The other thing that you want to do is ensure that your clips are dynamic. The rule of thumb is to have a new visual every 1.5 to 2 seconds in shorts and every 4 to 7 seconds in long videos. And most importantly, follow the principle of show, don't tell. Instead of over-explaining anything, let your visuals do the talking. And again, match your visuals to what is being spoken to add context wherever it's needed. And this brings us to the seventh and the final mistake that we made, and that was not maintaining a consistent posting schedule. Instead of having a fixed schedule, we were sporadic. This inconsistency hurt our growth more than we realized. Here's the thing, regular uploads help compound your growth really quickly. It signals to the algorithm that you are a serious creator, and so your videos get pushed out to wider audiences. Plus, when you are consistent, your viewers know when to expect the next videos from you. Think of it this way. If a TV show aired random episodes whenever they felt like it, the audience would quickly lose interest, right? The same principle applies to YouTube. You are training your audience to know when they should check back in for more content. So a good cadence to maintain can be to publish 2 long videos and 2 to 3 short videos every single week. But if that is too much for your schedule right now, you can start with just 1 long video a week and build up from there. The key is understanding your own limitations, your lifestyle, and setting a schedule that you can stick to. And I have a pro tip for you. Batch your content wherever possible. Record and edit several videos in advance so that you are not rushing to meet deadlines. This really helps maintain consistency like nothing else. Ever since I started doing this on my personal channel, my consistency has been through the roof. Now, before I let you go, let me tell you a mistake that 99% of faceless channels are still making. And that mistake is gaining knowledge through videos like this, but never actually applying what you have learned. Let's be honest, we have all been there. We consume video after video, get that quick dopamine, and maybe even take some notes. But when it comes to taking action, nothing really changes. Your channel's success is not going to come from just knowing what to do. It comes from actually doing that thing. So if you are really serious about making that change and actually starting work on your faceless channel, we have created a step-by-step guide on creating and running an actual monetizable faceless channel. If you start applying these strategies today, you will have insane results by the time we end 2024. I highly recommend that you check out this video next if you are serious about your faceless channel and if you want to take it to the next level.